Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Akwath, and Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Now, this lesson is going to be based on this firefighting pilot who died after his aircraft crashed into Gunnison County Reservoir. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, and words will be ratified. It says a pilot fighting the Gold Mountain fire died after an aircraft crashed into a Gunnison County Reservoir on Sunday, according to the local sheriff's office. At 5:17 p.m. on Sunday, the Gunnison Regional Communications Center received a report that an aircraft had gone down in the Silverjack Reservoir in the southwest part of the county, the Gunnison County Sheriff's Office said. The aircraft was part of the firefighting effort with the Gold Mountain Fire and Gunnison County Sheriff. Dude, why does it keep doing that? Slakia, with the Gold Mountain Fire, Gunnison County Sheriff Adam Murdy confirmed. In an update at 10:30 p.m. Sunday, the sheriff's office said the Montrose County Sheriff's Office dive team recovered the body of the pilot from the aircraft. The person will not be publicly identified until next of kin is notified. The body was transported to the Gunnison County Coroner's Office. The cause of the incident is unknown. Jeez, why does it do that? Dude, what is... Salakia, I don't know why it's doing that. Silverjack Reservoir is about 12 miles northeast of Ridgeway and 15 miles northeast of Ouray. The lake covers nearly 300 acres. Denver 7 is working to determine what type of aircraft was involved. Air tankers and helicopters have been working around the fire. Since it first sparked on June 27th. The Gold Mountain Fire has burned more than 35,000 acres as of Sunday evening, according to the incident management team. Watch Duty is reporting that containment increased Sunday from 5% to 13%. Silverjack Reservoir is about 12 miles. Oh, I already read that part, I guess. Said the Montrose County Sheriff's Office dive team, along with multiple additional resources, including the Gunnison County Sheriff's Office Investigators Division, are currently at the scene to assist. Yeah, so that was just more judgment from the Lord. And this is why we say, and when I say we, I mean the men of the Lord, say that the judgment of the Lord can happen to anyone, anywhere, at any time. You know, the person who died in this aircraft crash, they were doing their job. They were just fighting a fire. They weren't doing anything wicked or anything wrong. But yet they got judged. That was when the Lord chose to bring judgment upon them. Zephaniah 3 and 5. The just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. He will not do iniquity. Every morning doth he bring his judgment to light. He faileth not, but the unjust knoweth no shame. And that was judgment of the Lord. See, that's the thing. There is these wicked people escaping from their judgment. Like, whatever reason that the Lord was angry with this person, this pilot who crashed and died, the Lord chose, while they were working, to, bring judgment upon them. And the Lord, he could have done that at any time, at any other time. But he chose that specific time to do it. That's why it says the just Lord Yahweh is in the midst thereof. Every judgment that happens, the Lord is behind it. He's in the midst of it. He's the one who planned it out. And it always goes according to how he planned it. Psalms 9 and 16, the Lord Yahweh is known by the judgment which he executeth. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hands, Higgaion Selah. And that's right. The Lord is known by his judgments. And this was one of them. And we've seen this happen before. We've seen, these aircraft pilots who are helping fight these fires, we've seen them crash before. It's not new. It does happen. And it's just one of the many ways in which the Lord brings forth judgment upon people. In some cases, he brings that judgment while they're in the line of duty, while they're working. And, some people will brush it off and be like, oh, well, it just, comes with the territory, or like it was an accident. But there is no such thing as an accident, because all of these incidents are the judgment of the Lord. It wasn't an accident. It didn't happen by mistake or randomly. No, the Lord made that happen on purpose. Deuteronomy 32:39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me. I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And in this judgment, the Lord killed that pilot, that aircraft pilot who was helping to fight that fire. And like I said, we've seen this play out before. Every time there's a major wildfire, and these aircraft pilots have to do their runs, dropping water or fire deterrent on these fires, there's usually going to be at least one aircraft crash. 1 Samuel 2 and 6, the Lord Yahweh killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. Yeah, so ultimately the Lord is the one who killed him. The Lord is the one who caused whatever happened, which resulted in that aircraft crashing to happen. Whether it was some kind of malfunction or whatever it was, the Lord caused it to happen. That was his judgment upon that person. Job 4 and 7, remember I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? And the answer is that no one has perished being innocent. So that pilot who died was not innocent in the eyes of the Lord. Plain and simple, whether people can wrap their head around that or not. Slacky, I keep doing that. Verse 8, even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what's happening. All of these judgments are merely wicked people reaping what they've sown for angering the Lord. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to die, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. And for that pilot, it was their time to die. Plain and simple. That's the way the Lord set it up, and that's the way that it played out. That's how every judgment is set up and played out. The Lord decides how he wants it to go, and then it manifests that way. And there's nothing that anybody can do to prevent these judgments from happening. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Just a quick lesson through the Spirit. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, the Wadi Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, for putting the Spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently preaching the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to the sincere Aqua. Shalom to the scattered Israelites who are amongst these heathen nations and look like these heathens. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, Shalom.